I'm going to be giving a tour of an intermediate reading and writing workshop classroom. I'm going to be highlighting some of the pieces that make a workshop classroom function really successfully. So one of the first things that you'll notice is that the desks are in groups so that students have an opportunity to collaborate and work together. Students also have an opportunity for flexible space, so if they choose to work independently and by themselves, there is space for them to do that. This teacher has an organizational system so students know where they can get various materials, from markers to paper to organizational tools. Next, I want to take you to the meeting area. In the center of the classroom, the teacher has set up an open space for students to come and gather during the mini lesson. During the mini lesson, the teacher will have available her anchor paper as well as her mentor text that she's using to model the teaching points that she is helping her students learn to understand, whether it be in their writing work or their reading work. This unit in particular is a nonfiction unit, so it's quite integrated. So you'll notice that the anchor charts could be either reading or writing. In some units of study, however, the reading and the writing charts are separate. The teacher also has places in her text already marked so that when she's teaching her class, she can easily access the pages that she needs. You'll also notice that along the wall are other charts for students to reference as they're working independently. The purpose of anchor charts is to help teach to independence so that students have a quick reference when they're wanting some scaffold. The next part that I want to highlight is the classroom library is all within the same area, and it is clearly marked so that students know where to find the books that they need. I'm going to highlight a reading notebook, a reading response entry. It can look a couple of different ways where students reflect on their reading. The teacher has taken time to teach different ways to respond, and peers also take time to coach one another in elaborating in their reading work. This is an example of a writing workshop notebook. You can see that students take time to plan out if they're doing some comparing and contrasting or cause and effect before they actually engage in the long writing. In this classroom, the students do a lot of their work on the Chromebook, so they still have their writing notebook to help them in the planning process and in the rehearsal process. So that is the tour of this 6th grade classroom.